Have you ever watched a seal in the surf and wondered what secrets it holds? These graceful creatures glide through the waves with an air of mystery, their dark eyes reflecting the ancient stories of the sea. For centuries, people living along rugged coastlines have gazed at seals and imagined that they are more than just animals. They are keepers of old magic, guardians of the boundary between land and ocean. Imagine if that creature could slip out of its skin and walk among us, taking on human form beneath the moonlight. What would it be like to live between two worlds, never fully belonging to either? This is the legend of the Selkie, the mystical seal folk of Scotland, Ireland, and the Faroe Islands. Their stories are woven into the fabric of coastal life, passed down through generations as both warning and wonder. These beings are not monsters, but beautiful, melancholy shapeshifters, forever caught between sea and land. Their longing for the ocean is matched only by their fleeting connections to the human world, making their tales both enchanting and bittersweet. Some say the legend began with sightings of distant travelers in seal pelts, perhaps fishermen or wanderers, cloaked in animal skins to protect themselves from the cold, inspired the first Selkie stories. Others believe the tales arose from shipwreck survivors, washed ashore and mistaken for seals by those who found them. The harsh, unpredictable sea has always blurred the line between myth and reality. The heart of every Selkie story is their sealskin, their only way home. Without it, they are stranded, unable to return to the waves that call to them. To walk on land, a Selkie must shed its skin, becoming human but vulnerable. In this form, they can experience love, joy, and sorrow, but always with the risk of losing their true self. If their skin is stolen, they are trapped, longing for the sea. The ache of separation haunts them, and their yearning for the ocean never fades. The sealskin is their freedom, their identity, and its loss is their greatest sorrow. To understand the Selkie is to glimpse the eternal dance between belonging and longing, between the wild sea and the uncertain shore. One of the most haunting and enduring Selkie tales, passed down through generations along the rugged coasts of the North Atlantic, is a story woven with longing, mystery, and the bittersweet ache of love. It is the tale of a lonely fisherman and his Selkie bride, a legend that echoes through the crashing waves and salt-laden winds. One moonlit night, the fisherman stumbles upon a group of Selkies, magical seal folk, dancing joyfully on the shore, their shimmering skins cast aside as they revel in their brief time on land. Driven by longing and curiosity, he steals one Selkie's skin and hides it deep within the sand, knowing that without it, she cannot return to her ocean home and is bound to remain on land. She becomes his wife, a gentle companion and loving mother to their children. Yet her eyes are always drawn to the restless sea, her heart forever yearning for the waves she once called home. Years slip quietly by. One fateful day, her curious child, playing among the rocks, uncovers the hidden sealskin and brings it to her, not knowing the power it holds. The call of the ocean surges within her, overwhelming even the deep love she feels for her family, and she is torn between two worlds. With a heavy heart, she returns to the sea, free at last, but never forgets her children, sometimes leaving small gifts or tokens of love for them on the shore at sunrise. The fisherman, left alone on the windswept beach, waits in vain, for she never returns to the man who once trapped her spirit. This ancient story lingers as a poignant reminder. The wild spirit of the sea can never truly be possessed. It can only be cherished, loved, and ultimately set free. The Selkie song still echoes in our culture, inspiring films, books, and art. Movies like The Secret of Roan Inish bring the legend to new generations. Writers use Selkies to explore themes of belonging, freedom, and identity. The Selkie is a symbol for anyone caught between two worlds. Artists capture their beauty and sorrow, connecting us to nature and myth. The legend endures because it speaks to our longing for home and the wild. The Selkie story is timeless, calling to us from the waves. The Selkie legend stirs something deep within us, blending wonder and longing. These ancient tales, whispered by the wind and carried by the tides, have survived for centuries because they speak to a part of us that yearns for transformation and mystery. The Selkie reminds us that the boundary between our world and the wild is thin, and magic may be closer than we think. The ocean's edge is a place where reality blurs, where the impossible feels just within reach, and where stories come alive with every crashing wave. These stories reflect our own struggles with love, loss, and the search for belonging. We see ourselves in the Selkies longing for home, in the ache of separation, and in the hope of reunion. The legend becomes a mirror for our deepest emotions. The Selkies' return to the sea is a bittersweet triumph, reclaiming true identity. It's a reminder that sometimes, letting go is an act of courage, and that freedom can be found in embracing who we truly are, even if it means leaving something behind. The legend urges us to respect the ocean and its creatures, seeing them as part of our own story. It asks us to honor the wildness that still exists in the world, and to recognize the magic in the everyday moments we often overlook. The Selkie stands out among sea legends, inviting us to believe in magic, if only for a moment. It encourages us to listen for the call of the waves, to imagine what might be waiting just beyond the horizon, and to keep our sense of wonder alive. As you leave the shore, ask yourself, what legend from the deep calls to you? Perhaps in the hush of the tides, you'll find your own story waiting to be discovered.